Good morning. Good morning and welcome to another episode of Harness News Update. This is the first time I've really spoken today, so didn't realize I was going to have to cough there. We're here live on our presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because harnesslink.com is the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the standardbred industry worldwide. We're also sponsored by HarnessBid, because HarnessBid is a game changer, just like this show. The standardbred and harness racing bloodstock industry provides buyers and sellers with an easy-to-use online platform that offers global reach, unparalleled transparency, and convenience for you, its customers. So with zero commission on any horse sold, check out harnessbid.com for more. And we're also here because of our friends at the USDA. And this is April 26, 2024 edition. We'll recap the action from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. I got nothing really too much to preview going forward, but maybe let's before we get too much into the recap, let's just see what's coming up this weekend. This weekend there is the third leg of the Canadian Graduate Series at Woodbine Mohawk Park. There's also some tonight and tomorrow. There's seems to be some leg 3 action. There also is the Ontario Sired Spring Series Finals tomorrow at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Also tomorrow, there's the finals for the New Jersey Breeders' Maturity going on at the Meadows. Some Bobby Weiss finals continue tomorrow at Pocono Downs. Yeah, seems to be kind of what's nothing. Is there anything else? Yeah, nothing real too much. Shenandoah has the Blue Ridge Pace and Trot finals as well. They have some $25,000 stakes, it looks like. The Graduate Series continues at Woodbine Mohawk Park next week as well. And kind of the trend here, but things are slowly picking up as we move along. I like to see it. We're getting some bigger stake action, and when the Borgata and the Blue Chip Matchmaker kind of kicked things off at Yonkers, and then slowly but surely things continue, and I like to see it. So yeah, that's kind of what we got to look forward to this weekend. No big previews out of me. If you want to see my picks and analysis today, it's in the description. I have my double Friday feature, Century Downs and Fraser Downs. Tomorrow, I'll have my preview for Woodbine Mohawk Park. I think I'm going to take Sunday off, and then I'll be back Monday and Tuesday with picks and analysis on Monday with Yonkers probably, and Oak Grove on Tuesday. I've been having fun with Oak Grove. We had a big winner on Oak Grove last week. We hit the late pick 5, which paid $390. I think my play was about $45, and we won $395. So big, almost a $350 net profit there if you followed along. And if you just follow along for fun, it's not always about the money. Make sure you play responsibly, like always. But let's get into our recaps. We're going to kick things off with Western Fair. Kind of the main focus here. Tuesday was the Ontario Regional Driving Championship. So the top 2 drivers here, the top 9 drivers competed in Ontario. Top 2 get to go on to the National Driving Championship. And this is, so this is where we're going to kick off here. And the 2 drivers that made it through was Tyler Borth was number 1. He ended up getting up 2 wins in the contest. He won in race 5 with Devil's Peak and a wire-to-wire effort in 159-1, helping him really solidify himself in the points. He also won in race 7 with I Am What I Am in 159-2. And again, Tyler Borth was the winner and solidifies his spot in the National Championship Finals. James McDonald was the second place finisher. He got a win in race 10 with Ryan Klein in 158-4. But James McDonald, he got a couple seconds in there as well that really helped him. And he also actually got a win in race 3, the first race of the contest as well, with Maryland in 158-4. So congratulations to those 2 drivers as they'll go represent the Ontario region in the National Championship. The Western one's coming up soon, as well as the Eastern Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada ones. So we'll make sure we'll keep an eye on those as we continue. But before the contest started on Tuesday, there was a preferred trot, 11,600 in the purse. Tyler Borth actually got his first of 3 wins on the day. This one just unfortunately did not count. A part of the contest, he wins with Johnny Buckshot in 158 and 4, the one of the co-favorites in this one. But let's see how the race ends. Sorry, for some reason, I have another replay of race 10. Just give me 1 second here. Should be the
8 or 9 to Prince of Sussex. Up and by 3/4, 128 and 4. It's chase up time for Delgado. And last shot continues to gain slightly on the outside. Delgado, last shot out of the backfield springs Johnny Buckshot. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Show him if you got him time. Last shot, Johnny Buckshot coming to her. Johnny Buckshot, final stride winner for Borth. Last shot was holding second. Delgado appeared to be third against third time's the dream. 158 and 4. Johnny Buckshot.
Yeah, there we go. That's it was a preferred trot on Wednesday at Western Fair. They had the Fillies and Mare preferred. There was no real driver to get super multiple wins on Wednesday. Natasha Day did get 2, I believe. And Garrett Rooney might have got 2 as well, but no one got 3. But so the only thing here we're going to look at is the Fillies and Mares preferred pace, 11,600 up for grabs on Wednesday. We'll pick this up down the backstretch and see how it ends.
At 15 to 1, has got some clear open road and is sailing on to challenge Exotic Dragon here in the late going. 127 and 1 as Major League gave it all up. They're getting set to make the swing. Exotic Dragon is still leading up on the outside and challenging Layla Blue at 7 to 1. She's giving fits to Exotic Dragon, still on the wide side. Sports Duchess. Layla Blue takes the Wednesday night preferred in London. Henry on board for good. As second best, it was tight. Exotic Dragon was trying to hold against Sports Duchess. 150.
Sorry, cut off there, but it was 158 flat for Layla Blue. It was a dead heat for second between Sports Duchess and Exotic Dragon. So yeah, big win there. And that's everything from Western Fair. We'll move on to Pocono Downs as the third leg of the Bobby Wise series continues here. We have the 3-year-old filly trotters on Tuesday. There was 4 splits. We'll see how the first one ends here.
Panel. Meet Me at the Bar now by just a length. Royal Emeralds has made a very good go of it with that first over. Sister Diane about a length and 3/4 back in the pocket, and now Wishlist coming up second over. Top of the stretch, Meet Me at the Bar, there by a length and a half. Sister Diane on the inside. Outside is Royal Emeralds. Still Meet Me at the Bar. Dubé coaxing more out of her. Royal Emeralds still coming on, but it will be Meet Me at the Bar in charge on the front end to pick up the victory here by a length. Royal Emeralds was second, followed by Sister Diane third. Looks like Wishlist gets the 4th spot. Meet Me at the Bar, Dan DeBay.
Yeah, Meet Me in the Bar in 155 and 4 wins the first division. The second division, a couple of races later, Scott Zeron and Communion Money at 11 to 1 gets the upset in 157 and 4. Ashley Bacco trains this filly trotter, but let's see how she does it.
and 2. 29 and 3, third panel. Middle portion was Stay Puff Soft. See if it benefits Lollapalooza. Time of Peace goes past her now, and Time of Peace took a bad step there. And now, so Lollapalooza still on the lead, but Gone Crazy coming up along with Communion Money. Gone Crazy takes the lead. Communion Money is now threatening on the outside. It's Communion Money and Gone Crazy. Communion Money. Scott Zeron at 11-1, taking advantage here and gets up to win by 3 parts of a length. Gone Crazy second, well back to Lollapalooza third. Looks like Mactacular going to get the 4th spot here. Communion Money with the surprise in 157 and
157 and 4. That was Happy Chopper wins the 3rd split, though, with Braxton Boyd, a Mark Harder trained filly, a Father Patrick filly. They go 157 and 1 to hold on. They were the favorite, but other horses were slowly trying to catch up here, but not slowly, but we're trying to come up. But yeah, Happy Chopper holds on, and let's see how she does it.
Green Zone facing Happy Chopper, who now pulls the pocket for Braxton Boyd. Meanwhile, a Good Faith Hanover showing some kick here. Third moving up, and from far back, 3 wide, PJ's Dream into 4th. Top of the stretch, Happy Chopper has the second move and takes that lead back from Green Zone, who's trying to fight on the inside. It's Happy Chopper and Green Zone. Slight edge, Happy Chopper out wide. Green Zone fighting hard. Happy Chopper by a nose. Happy Chopper finally wears down Green Zone for the win. Green Zone has to settle for second. It was Good Faith Hanover a close third. PJ's Dream fourth.
Yeah, and then actually Braxton Boyd was in the bike there, and that was his his second of 5 wins on the day. He would end the day with 5. He would win race 6 to kick things off, would Look in My Eyes, and then race 7 there with Happy Chopper. Then he would also win races 8, 12, and 13. 13 was number 5 with Tennessee Smooth at 6-1 in 152 and 2. But we have one more split here in the Bobby Weiss for 3-year-old filly trotters. Race 9, Tactical Lori and David Miller winning 156 and 3. But let's see how.
Third panel. Perfect Angel on top. Loose pocket for Tracks of My Tears. Tactical Lori on the move. Was 4th, now 3rd. Gaining quickly. With Diamante Hanover saving ground 4th, about 3.5 away. They round the turn. Top of the stretch off stride. Goes Perfect Angel. And that puts Tactical Lori in perfect position. Pouncing for the lead. Diamante Hanover trying to chase her home there. But it is Tactical Lori, and she is going to keep the streak alive here. 4 straight to start the year, 3 straight in the series. David Miller in the bike, she wins by 3.5. Diamante Hanover, 2nd. Tracks of My Tears, 3rd. Southern Money, 4th. It's Tactical Lori, still spotless this year in 156 and 3.
Yeah, and that's everything in the Bobby Weiss series there on Tuesday. Like I said, Braxton Boyd got 5, but also Anthony Napolitano gets the hat trick. He got his first, he picked up the first 2 wins of the day. First with Tulo N in 155 and 1 in the first race at 8-1. Followed that up with Andover Contessa in the second. If you had him in the daily double, the $2 paid $56.20, not too bad. But then he would show back up in the 14th, 14-1, lose Lancelot in 159 and 1. A lot of braking in this race. A lot of horses went off stride. He was at 14-1, 104-1. Suits Me was second, while 11-5 Stars Over Dover was third in that race. We just watched the little clip there. The favorite, Purple Lord, broke late and finished 4th. And other horses finished, the other 4 or 5 horses in that race all broke as well, going off stride. That's everything from Pocono Downs. We'll now move on to Oak Grove on Tuesday. And like I said, if you followed my picks and analysis, we hit the late pick 5 as well. If you followed my picks on that on the day. But the couple major races, there was the Open Trot race 4. Let's pick this up down the back there and see how it ends.
3-length lead over Just for Tricks. 2 more lengths back along the inside. Swan Flyer is 3rd, and now the backfield begins to get in motion from the back of the pack. College Tuition further out. It's a Herbie circling horses, but as they head to the top of the stretch, oh, look, Magic is still on top by 3. You So Sweet Blue Chip has advanced into the 2nd spot. Just for Tricks along the inside is back in 3rd and goes off stride, but it's Oh, Look, Magic. Oh, Look, Magic, and Devin Tharps wins another one by 1.5 lengths. Tight for 2nd between I Won't Back Down and You So Sweet Blue Chip in 154 and 1.
Yeah, 154 and 1 there for Look Magic and Devin Tharps. This was a Ron Burke trained trotter. Tharps, I think, would get the 2 wins. He would win the first race of the day, and then he wins this one. Yeah, big win there for the 4-year-old gelding by Looks Like a Chippendale. There's also the Open 3 trot race 10. Sweet Mr. Kentucky at 5-1 wins this one with Marvin Luna. And actually, let me just pull up something here, because I think I had this horse to be singled in my picks and analysis, and I just want to double check so I'm not lying to you. Can't remember if I had it singled or if I just had it in my pick. Race 10. You know what? I had this horse singled in my picks and analysis. If you don't believe me, go check it. And this is how we had the big win here, helped out with the big win on the picks and analysis on Tuesday. So let's see how Sweet Mr. Kentucky gets the win, and how we got the big pick 5 win on the picks analysis last week.
Third, second, and moving towards the leader. 3 across the track. Sweet Mr. Kentucky, Susie's Sister, and Eye of a Tiger. Then it's a length back to Worthy of Honor, still looking for racing room in 4th. Winner up on the outside is 5th, and just another bag. 6th, they turn home. Sweet Mr. Kentucky, far outside. Eye of a Tiger still coming at him. Between them, Susie's Sister, but it's Sweet Mr. Kentucky who won the battle, and he's going to win the war. Sweet Mr. Kentucky by 3. Worthy of Honor was 2nd. Photo for 3rd. In 1:55-2.
Yeah, big win there, and I'm not. I liked it. And like I said, make sure to check out on this upcoming Tuesday for more picks and analysis for Oak Grove. Like I said, tomorrow will be Mohawk, I think, and then Sunday off. Yonkers on Monday, back to Oak Grove on Tuesday. The next track we'll look at is Harrington Raceway. They had racing on Tuesday and Wednesday actually. We'll look at Tuesday first, obviously, here. And they had the Fillies and Mares open pace, 22,500 up for grabs, a field of 7. Let's pick this up down the backstretch and see who takes it home.
They go by in 125 3/5. They're on the final turn. And up to get the lead, Majorca. Racing up, Grandeur Sealster second. Back to third goes Judy. They come over toward the top of the stretch, ready to turn for home. And from the outside, up to get the lead, Grandeur Sealster, Majorca there at the rail. They straighten away. Majorca half length. Grandeur Sealster races on the outside. Farther out, Misty Coast. They come toward the wire. Majorca still there. And it's Majorca to win it. Grandeur Sealster, Western Secret gets third in 153-3.
Yeah, Majorca wins in 153-3 with Corey Callahan in the bike for trainer Dylan Davis. Corey Callahan, that would actually be his first of 3 wins on the day. He would also win races 8 and 14. Also to get a hat trick was Ross Wolfenton. His third and final win comes here in race 13 with Yvonne's Lucky Rose at 21-1, wins by a nose in 158 flat. He'd also win races 5 and 11. On to Wednesday at Harrington, one driver gets a hat trick, and that's Alan Davis. He wins the first race in race 1 with Jet Sam, and then he would win in race 4 with Secret Jet, and then his hat trick comes in race 14 with Platinum Blue and 202 flat. This is a 3-year-old filly by EL Platinum. Next, we'll look at Northfield Park on Tuesday. They raced Tuesday and Wednesday. On Tuesday, 2 drivers had hat tricks. First, we'll look at is Justin Irvine. He gets his first win in race 2 with Mario Speedwagon in 159-4. He'll get his second win, race 7, with Southwind Amazon in 155 flat. And he gets his third and final win of the day with Don't Fear, Don't Tell in 155-4, a 4-year-old gelding by Fear the Dragon. Aaron Merriman also got a hat trick on Tuesday. He gets his first one with Bar Down Jim in race 5 in 155-3. He'd get his second win, Merriman, with Always a Hero in race 9 and 154 and 2. And then race 12, War We Whisper wins by a head here, a little bit more than maybe a length here in 157 and 1. Let's see how much actually wins by. But yeah, Merriman gets 3 wins as well. And then on Wednesday, we have 3 drivers to get hat tricks that we'll look at Northfield. First is Luke Ebersol. Gets his first win in race 2 with Westland Pursuit in 159 and 3. Second win in race 4 with Social Chatter in 201 and 1. And then hat trick time in race 7 here with I Want My Money. Wins by a neck in 159 and 4. Another driver to get a hat trick on Wednesday at Northfield was Kurt Sugg. He gets his first win in race 5 with Midnight Matt in 156 and 4. Follows that up in race 6 with Starlit Swan Song in 202 flat. And then he gets his third win, Sugg, in race 15 with French Panda in 159 and 1. And then the last driver to get a hat trick we'll look at was Chris Lebs on Wednesday. He gets his first win in race 11 with Fame and Power. Race 11 at 8-1 in 156 and 2. This will be the highlight you see here. He also wins race 13 with Tremendous Play. Wins that one by a neck in 155 and 3. And then race 16, last race of the day, goes to Chris Lebs and Tesso in 201 and 2. On to Tuesday at Monticello. Had racing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Tuesday, there was the 6,400 up for grabs in the Iwi Pace. A field of 7 pacers here. We'll pick this up down the backstretch and let's see who wins.
3/4 in 128 and 1 at 28 and 3/3 panel. Midway around the final turn, and the favorite Barnabas opens up by 3.5 lengths. Sammy Be Happy is now back to second on the inside. Sports Keeper knocks the Fox. They're in the stretch for the finish, and this is all Barnabas and Jolie well clear of the rest of the horses. Knox the Fox is moving to second, but Joe, you're home free. Barnabas will be a 3-length winner with Knox the Fox second best, and the mile 1.
And the mile is 157 and 1 for Barnabas and Joseph Lee. Daniel Gill trains this 10-year-old gelding by McCardle. Also on Tuesday, there was the open pace, 7,200 up for grabs. Let's see how this ends. A little bit of an upset looms here.
25 and 3, 29 and 1 for the third quarter. Midway around the final turn, coming back for more. Some Deal Hanover on the inside. Outside BBT Flying Fin just off to speed third. Coming into contention now, KJ Michael. And they're at the top of the lane here in the feature. On the inside, Some Deal Hanover. Outside BBT, passing lane, Flying Fin. Coming from way back comes Trevor's Ace. Who's it going to be? Flying on the outside, Trevor's Ace, coming from last in 155 and 4.
Yeah, Trevor's Ace did get it at 12-1. Adam Moykins is within the bike for Murray Basson. Big win there by the 6-year-old horse by American Ideal. Some Deal Hanover finished second. KJ Michael finished third. The favorite, Hey D-Bay, finished fifth in that one. On to Wednesday at Monticello, the open trot. It's the only thing we'll look at here. 7,200 up for grabs, a field of 8 in race 5. We'll pick this up down the backstretch as well and see who closes it out here in the last quarter of a mile.
Three quarters in 130 and 4, 29 and 3 panel. Midway around the final turn, it's still Secret or Not holding on to that lead over Winning Dream second. Now beginning to drop back because it's one of those, and they're at the top of the stretch down 2, it is still the favorite, Secret or Not, by a length and a half. Winning Dream trots second. It is all Secret or Not. Wins like a 3 to 5 should. Winning Dream will be second best, followed then by ER Shane third, and the mile 159 and 4.
159 and 4 there for Secret or Not. Michael Merton in the bike for trainer Todd Buter. This is a 6-year-old gelding by Muscles Pictonian. And that's everything from Wednesday on to Thursday. 2 drivers got multiple wins here. It was Michael Merton. He'd win 4 on Thursday at Monticello. He wins the first 3 races of the day. Wins with Barley a Sin in the first race. He wins with Winning is Sweet in the second. In the third, Believe in Brian in 158 and 2. And then he raced 5 here. He'd win with Statement. Wins by a neck in 157 and 2. 13-year-old gelding by Blissful Hall wins that one, race 5. And then Bruce Aldridge would also win 3 yesterday at Monticello. He gets his first win in race 4 with Unique Beach in 157 flat. He'd also win at 16 to 1 in race 6 with Caviar Stetson. Wins by a nose here in 158 and 3, as you'll see. Then he wins race 7 with There Is a Pace for Us in 157 and 1. Miami Valley up next. They had some stake finals or series finals here. The Hackett finals. It was the James Hackett Memorial for 3-year-old pacing fillies final on Tuesday. It was race 9. Big field of 9 racing for $50,000. We'll pick this up at the half-mile station and see how it ends.
Half and 57 and 2, 29 and 3. Out second over is I'm a Beach Lady. She'll follow Beautiful Lather, who now gets that cover as Daisy Star comes to the outside, and she quickly kicks in gear, and she's up to challenge with 3/8 to go. Miss Betty is still back 7th, racing in 8th. Bubble Trouble and Hard to See. The trailer to 3/4. Seaside Diva is in gear to fend off Daisy Star, who's drifting as they pass 3/4. She'll have to dig back in. No Fool in April. Still there from the pocket outside. Beautiful Lather. Majestic Seas to the inside is 5th. Outside 6, I'm a Beach Lady. Then it is Miss Betty, Bubble Trouble, and Heart of the Sea. Top of the stretch on their way home after the 27 and 1 backside battle. Seaside Diva is dug in and opens up 3. Inside, No Fool in April. Outside is Daisy Star. Center of the track, Beautiful Lather to the wire. Seaside Diva wins the Hackett. Seaside Diva from No Fool in April. Daisy Star and Beautiful Lather, 152 and 3.
Yeah, Seaside Diva and 152 and 3 there. Chris Page was in the bike for trainer Ron Burke. Chris Page, that would actually be his first of 3 wins. He'd also win races 10 and 13. 2 other drivers got hat tricks on Tuesday. Tyler Smith is the other one. He wins 3 races in a row starting in race 3. And then he would win race 5 here to get his hat trick with He's Half Naked in 155 flat. And then Jeremy Smith would also get a hat trick. He get his first win in race 7 with Miss Maddie P in 155 and 1. He'd also win races 11 with Honest Nation and race 14 with Begging to Be Frisky in 154 and 3. Wednesday at Miami Valley. And another Hackett Memorial final, this time for 3-year-old trotting Colton Geldings, $50,000. First race of the day. Field of 7. Yes, field of 7 here. We'll pick this one up down at the half-mile station as well and see how it ends.
Flash of Fame. Do What's Right is 5th. Coming to the outside, Luther Brothers and the trailer. What a Con. Half 56 and 4, back-to-back 28 and 2 quarters as they race down the backstretch. It's Tennessee Tom with the lead. Royal Precedent, second. E-Pass sits. Flash of Fame flushed out first up. Picking up cover is Luther Brothers to the inside. Do What's Right is locked in, and the trailer What a Con to 3/4. It's Tennessee Tom with the lead. Royal Precedent is there second. Flash of Fame on the outside is third. E-Pass at the rail. Luther Brothers closing in as 5th, 126 and 2, 29 and 3 backside, and it's Tennessee Tom has the lead by 2 under tight lines and hand driven to the top of the stretch. Royal Precedent is trying to dig in and find passing gear. E-Pass has jumped it off. Likewise, Flash of Fame. Luther Brothers and Do What's Right moving up as they come to the wire. Tennessee Tom wins the James K. Hackett Memorial from Royal Precedent. Luther Brothers and Do What's Right, 155-1.
Yeah, big win there by Tennessee Tom and Chris Page. He'd actually get a grand slam on Wednesday. He'd also win races 6, 10, and 14. On to yesterday at Miami Valley, there was another Hackett final. This time 3-year-old pacing colts. It was race 8. Chris Page did not win this one. He was in it. He finished 4th. I'll tell you that. He finished 4th, so he wins the other 2, but not this one. Rose Run Zane and Austin Hanners, the favorite, wins, beating out the other 8 horses here for the 3-year-old Colton Gelding finals here, but we'll check out how it happens.
Now 5th on the outside. On over to the half. Rose Run Zane has a lead. Nose to helmet second is Janelle Granny. Seaside Delight is their third. Fear of the Image is 4th. Now 5th on the outside. Dragons Are Fearless. Pinned in at the pylons down by the dance club following cover is Midwind Beach Boy. Third over, No Joke, folks, and shuffled out the back door. Attention span, the half was 56-1. Big breather for Rose Run Zane. Pressure's coming up on the outside from 40-1. Long shot. Dragons Are Fearless, who's at the leader's wheel and trying to inch in. Janelle Granny has had the trip. They passed 3 quarters at 124-1, 28 flat backside. Rose Run Zane with the lead. Dragons Are Fearless on the outside. Janelle Granny is loaded from the pocket. Inside, Seaside Delight, top of the stretch on their way home. Rose Run Zane has the lead. Janelle Granny shakes free. He's had the trip, and he is digging in. Rose Run Zane looks up to task. Janelle Granny, Rose Run Zane to win the Hackett. Janelle Granny, Seaside Delight, and
Oh, sorry. I was muted that whole time. Sorry. Austin Hanners, he wins in the Hackett in race 8. He also goes and wins race 9 with Carbine in the open 1 pace in 149-1. Let's see how Carbine and Austin Hanners wins that one.
127-2. Backside, Carbine with the lead. Don't Bother Me None first up. He looks all to the inside. Birthday has had the trip. Inside, making some noises, backed up a touch, off the turn, 3 wide, red right hand. It's Carbine. He kicks in gear, and Austin Hanners will take both features. He'll take the open here with Carbine, who draws clear under a hand drive in 149-1.
Sorry, I was totally muted again. I'm off today. There's race 1 was the Horse and Gelding's open 2 pace. This race goes sub 150 as well, but let's see who wins it.
Round here, Buzz, and a 3 wide Berries, Macadoodle Doo trails 121-1 as they pace that final turn off 27-2 down the back stretch. Incredible Man trying to go all the way. Howard Hughes is 3 wide, rocking speed in between horses from the pocket. Looking to shoot through at the railers. Round here, Buzz, far outside. Berries is closing. Howard Hughes with the lead. Berries on the outside trying to get to him. Howard Hughes almost there. Howard Hughes will win it from Berries, rocking speed. And round here, Buzz, 149-4.
Yeah, 149-4 there for Howard Hughes. Trace Tetrick was in the bike. Chris Page, he had a good week, a couple days here at Miami Valley. He adds 3 more on Thursday. Wins the races 3, 7, and 13. Here's 13. He wins with Lunar in 151. A Ron Burke trained Gelding by Sweet Lou. On to Yonkers, racing on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Tuesday, no big features really to speak of, but 3 drivers picked up 2 wins. George Brennan's the first one. He wins races 1 and 5. Here's race 5. He wins by What I Need Is a Man. Wins by a neck here at 10-1. An 8-year-old mare by Mystery Chase getting the win there. Joe Bargiano also wins 2. He wins races 2 and 3. Wins race 2 with Santana Hanover in 153 and 2. And then at 10-1 wins with Eva Sports Check in 156 here in the 3rd race. And then Jason Bartlett wins races 6 and 10. He wins race 10 with Chimchiri in 153 flat to end the card. On to Wednesday at Yonkers Raceway, we had the John Brennan Trotting Series Leg 3. There was 3 splits. The first one was in race 7. Let's pick this one up and see who takes this one home.
Second, then Bantoni Delgado. Mohatu starting to make up ground now. 3/4, 127 and 4. They're on the final turn. Warrow Yang trying to get some separation from Royalty Beer. Mohatu keeps coming. He pulls Emmanuel KS into the action. The field turns for home. Warrow Yang trying to finish the job. Royalty Beer off the cones. 3 wide Mohatu. Through the stretch. Warrow Yang's almost home. Then Royalty Beer. Warrow Yang. Wire to wire. Royalty Beer couldn't reel him in. Then Bantoni Delgado and Mohatu. Final time for the mile was 156 and 1.
Yeah, big 156 and 1 there for Warwi Yang. Wins with Yannick Gingras in the bike for trainer Ron Burke. The next split was just the next race, race 8. And the same driver-trainer combo wins, Ron Burke and Yannick Gingras, this time with Seacan in 155 and 2. But let's see how it ends.
In 3. They're on the final turn, and it's Seacan length. The Ladmore looking to post a giant upset here in the 3rd leg of the Brennan. He comes out, he went off stride. The Ladmore just went on a break. So Seacan inherits a 3.5 length lead. And by the books, giving chase in second. Then Coventry Hall and Creative Venture. They're in deep stretch. Seacan geared down here by Gingras. He's going to win it by 2. He could have won it by a lot more. By the book, second over Coventry Hall. 4th goes to Resolve to Win. Final time for the mile. Pretty quick, 150.
And then Gingras would actually end up with 4 on the day. He wouldn't win anymore in the Brennan series, but he would also win race 4 to start things off, 7 and 8 like you just saw, and race 9. Race 10 was the 3rd and final division here for the George Brennan Trotting Series Leg 3. Big upset here, but let's see how and who.
Tachyon, 3/4, 125 and 3. Is on the final turn. My Crown, My Kingdom getting antsy there. Bartlett goes right now, and he takes a shot at Tachyon with My Crown, My Kingdom. Crazy Brother Trim looking to spring a big upset. Draco, the plugs just got pulled by Stratton. Off the turn. Tachyon trying to see it through. Here's My Crown, My Kingdom. Crazy Brother Jim, late trot from You Got It between anyone's race here. My brother, Crazy Brother Jim going best of all. Far outside for Eddie. Crazy Brother Jim for Eddie. Crazy Brother Jim.
Yeah, it was Crazy Brother Jim in 156 and 2 at 41-1. Jim Moran Jr. was in the bike for that. There's one last thing we'll look at on Wednesday at Yonkers, and that was the 3 to 6-year-old open pace race 5, 32,000 up for grabs for a field of 8. We'll pick this one up down the backstretch and see how it ends.
4 and 2. Adam 12 braces for Downright Delicious, who goes back in to save the ground. Adam 12, 2-length lead. Adam 12 starting to get away again from Downright Delicious. From the back, Take a Gamble's left with way too much to do tonight. Adam 12 a 2-length lead. Downright Delicious, another shot of them. Adam 12's almost home. Downright Delicious, dead aim. Downright Delicious going the better of the two, and he gets Adam 12 in the shadow of the wire by 3/4 of a length. Then it was Adam 12. Thunder Hunter Joe looked to hold third. Final time for the...
Yeah, it was 152-1 for Downright Delicious and Matt Kakali for trainer Travis Alexander. And that's everything from Wednesday on to Thursday. Last night at Yonkers, a couple invitational trots. First, the invitational trot itself, 35,000 in race 2, field of 6. Let's see who takes this one.
Marker is now the moment. So they pass by 3/4 and 126-2, and Hill Exotic leads the way here by 2.5. Tech Song Soprano on the outside is claimed second as I Get It starts to gap. Next pair is Credit Con to the inside of Swan in Motion, but as they come to the top of the stretch, it's Hill Exotic, who's been there every step of the way so far, looking to seal the deal. Tech Song Soprano on the outside with I Get It. They battle it out for the minors, but it is Hill Exotic down to the line. Hill Exotic wins the invitational trot, and in doing so becomes a millionaire. Swan in Motion was second, tight third. Tech Song Soprano, where I Get It, 155 flat.
And 155 flat for the new millionaire Hill Exotic. This is a 7-year-old gelding by Muscle Hill. Was bred by Hanover Shoe Farms in Pennsylvania. Currently is trained by Ron Burke, and Yannick Gingras was in the bike. A couple races later was the Fillies and Mares Invitational, 35,000 up for grabs in a field of 7. Yannick Gingras wins in the bike, but this time for trainer Pierre Ingblom with Tipsy Money in 154-4. 4-year-old mare by International Money, but let's see how it ends.
3/4 complete in 126-4 as they set sail for the far turn the final time, and Tipsy Money has the lead out to 3. Perfect Vixen is holding second for now. PL Not So Nice on the outside needs to do better. I'm a Diamond Babe drops back down to the cones in 4th. As they come to the top of the stretch, it's all Tipsy Money. She is clear by 6 here. Perfect Vixen, PL Not So Nice, and I'm a Diamond Babe. They battle it out for the minors, but Tipsy Money cruising down the line. Tipsy Money wins the Filly Mare Invitational Trot, and that's 4 for 4 for Yannick Gingras. Second was PL Not So Nice. Then it appeared to be Perfect Vixen over I'm a Diamond Babe.
Yeah, like you heard, perfect 4 for 4 for Yannick Gingras. So he wins races 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he actually add race 10 later in the card. Two last things we'll look at here at Yonkers before moving on to a different track is they had the NAADA Amateur Spring Series Leg 7. There was 2 races for this. Race 6 was the first one. Let's see how this one ends.
Of Cyclone Maximus, Mariana Monaco, and the back marker still making sparks and Tony Sufatelli. 3/4 was 129-3, and up top it is All in Due Time who's still in front. Cash's Boy has continued to enjoy that pocket trip in second. Up to the outside, Winteress is trying to make late inroads, but as they spin for home, it is All in Due Time to catch. All in Due Time has the lead out to 2. Cash's Boy is angled off of the cones. Winteress trying down the center of the racetrack late, but All in Due Time is close to home. It's All in Due Time and John Calabrese to score. Second will go to Cash's Boy over Winteress. Then it was Everyone's Talking in 2 minutes and 2/5.
Yeah, John Calabrese and All in Due Time wins that one. The next one was in race 8. Race Ace wins in 159 flat with Alan Schwartz in the bike. He trains this trotter as well, but let's pick this up down the backstretch.
Right now as they pass by 3/4 and 128-2. Far turn final time, Race Ace looks to seal the deal, but to the outside, Just a Passenger seems to be traveling well. Now 3/4 of a length down in second. Gapping at the inside is Call Me the Fireman, trying to hustle up to that cover in the outer flow as All Rise as they come to the top of the stretch. Race Ace looks to seal the deal. To the outside, Just a Passenger continues to inch in. Call Me the Fireman battles on, but Race Ace has plenty left. Race Ace and Alan Schwartz, they're going to win going away by 3.5. Just a Passenger checks in second. Then it appears that Muscle Dan recovered big time to be third over Call Me the.
And now we'll move on to Plain Ridge. I had racing on Tuesday and Thursday. On Tuesday at Plain Ridge Park, 3 drivers could muster up 2 wins each. The first one is Sean Gray. He'd win the race 2 with Tallhurst Santana in 153 flat. Then he would also win race 7 with the Pantheist in 152 and 1. Both of those were trained by Alicia Gray. And then Sean Thayer would win 2 as well. He gets his first one in race 6 with Longview Lad in 155 and 2. He'd get his second win in race 11 with Windy Day at the Beach at 21-1 in 153 and 3, just beating out the favorite here, Sweet Seaside Tina. And then the last driver to get 2 wins on Tuesday was Bruce Ranger. He'd win back-to-back races, starting race 8 with Arizona in 151 and 4. And then he would win with Vel Scotty Boy in 156 flat in the 9th. Wins by a nose. On to Thursday, yesterday at Plain Ridge. Brett Beckwith gets a hat trick. He gets his first win in race 3 with Cold Feet in 156 and 4. You get his second win in race 5 with McStoned again in 155 and 1. And then he gets the hat trick 1 race later at 3-1 with 4-foot Gimme, a Jackie Green trained pacer, a 4-year-old by Sunshine Beach. They go 153 flat. Brett Beckwith continuing his great year. Friend of the show. If we interviewed him a couple weeks ago, if you want to check that out. Next track we will look at is Rosecroft. Had racing Tuesday and Thursday as well. On Tuesday, they had some 4 and 5-year-old open sired stakes for both pacers and trotters. The first race of the day was the Maryland sired stake 4 and 5.
23 and 2.
Pause it there. Sorry about that. 4 or 5-year-old open. There was a field of 6, 25,600 up for grabs. Okay, we'll unpause it here and see who wins.
Lloyd's Loves is still there. Lloyd's Loves still a length and a half. Smooth Rocket. Babes All In's going to try and get to her. The rest are competing for 8% as they come to the top of the stretch. Lloyd's Loves is impressive here. Still fighting to hold on, but leading it by a length and a half. Smooth Rocket down the inside. Babes All In on the outside. It's Lloyd's Loves and Trey Porter. They're going to go coast to coast. Smooth Rocket, Babes All In, Phoenix Rising 4th in a new stakes record, 1.
Oh, sorry, cut off there. 151 and 2 is the new stakes record for Lloyd and Lloyd's Love, and Trey Porter gets it done. Michael Hall trains this 4-year-old mare by Rusty's All In. Race 2, there was a field of 8 going in the Maryland Sire Stakes 4 and 5-year-old open for trotters. 25,900 up for grabs in this one. A big win by Call Me Goo in 154 and 2. Tim Tetrick was in the bike for trainer Jason Skinner. This is a 4-year-old mare by Goo Goo Gaga. Let's see how this one ends.
Back there, 2 lengths in 126 and 1. Call Me Goo. Tim Tetrick just chirps to her and she responds. She says, "Let's go, boss." She opens up 6 immediately. Call Me Goo. Impressive here. Opening up with every stride in her seasonal debut. It's still Hoofbeats to be in the battle for second with Whitesville, Mr. A.W. It's Call Me Goo. She's a superstar, and she wins it here for Tim Tetrick in 154 and 2. She smashes the stakes record.
Oh, she too gets the stakes record in that one. A few races later. Oh, excuse me. There was the Mares Open in race 10, 10,000 up for grabs. The big field of 10. We'll pick this one up down the backstretch and see who wins this one on Tuesday.
As they race by 3/4, Grace Rocks is going a heck of an effort here. In second, Square Deal has no excuse with this pocket ride. The rest are going to need a jetpack from here. On top, Grace Rocks. Square Deal ready to tip to the outside. The sprint for home is on. Grace Rocks the inside. Square Deal the outside. Grace Rocks has more. Are you kidding me? Grace Rocks to win it by 2. Square Deal, followed by Cindy Joe. Dice Dice Baby.
Yeah, gets the win there was Grace Rocks in 151 flat with Justin Walters in the bike. This would actually be his second of 3 wins on the day. He'd also win races 5 and 12. There was 2 other drivers that got hat tricks on Tuesday. The first one we'll look at is Russell Foster. He wins races 3, 7, and 13. Race 7 here with Little Judith at 7-1 in 156 and 1. Brittany Bounds trains this 4-year-old mare by Big Risk. And then the other driver to get 3 on Tuesday was Jonathan Ali. He wins races 4, 9, and 14. Race 4, he won with Needless Desire at 8-1. Race 9, he'd win at 4-1 with Better Country. And race 14 here was the favorite with St. Lad's Bayou in 153 and 4. On to Thursday at Rosecroft. Last night, they had some open paces. They had the open 1 pace, race 11, 12,000, field of 7. We'll pick this one up around the 3/4 mark and see who takes this one home.
2.5 off the lead, but his cover stalling inside the quarter pole, so Foster's going to be carried 3 wide. Transparency's mired in traffic. Starship, while third over's going evenly 4 from the front. 1 off last is Shim at the inside. 3/4 in 1 minute, 23 and 2/5 seconds. Final furlong. Love Me Some Lou holding nothing but finesse at bay. Business director called upon for Ollie's got up the open stretch. Comes I Want to Be With You. Love Me Some Lou hanging tough. Love Me Some Lou held on over I Want to Be With You and nothing but finesse in a photo for second. Then came business director stand side.
Yeah, 152 and 2 for Love Me Some Lou. Tyler Miller in the bike there for the win at 5-1. The first race of the day was actually the open 2 pace. Field of 7 in this one, 10,000 up for grabs. The favorite Sea of Life wins in 151 and 2 with Jared Moyer in the bike, but let's see how.
Octavius is mired in traffic, dancing on a Stars a wide last. 9 off Sea of Life, who's drawn clear of Precision Blue Chip by 2.5 lengths. 3/4 in 1 minute, 23 and 1/5 seconds. Just above the furlong pole, Sea of Life now 5 in front. Precision Blue Chip all out to try to hold second. No Better Joy's taking aim at him as Lions Music ducked to the inside. No Better Joy's up into the second spot narrowly, but there's no catching Sea of Life. Home a 5.5 length winner in the opener. No Better Joy's second home, followed by Precision Blue Chip. Lions Music 4.
And then the last thing we'll look at Rosecroft is Russell Foster gets another hat trick yesterday. He wins, picks things up in race 4. Starts it going here with Tony Babe in 155 and 3 at 22-1. He'd also win races 7 and 8. Race 7 with Pirates Shadow and race 8 with Salzbrook Boomer. Next track we'll look at here is Buffalo Raceway. Had racing just on Wednesday. 2 drivers had hat tricks. The first is Kevin Cummings we'll look at. He gets his first win in race 2 with Rockin' with T in 158 and 4. He'd win race 4 with Tell Cadia in 159 and 1. And race 8 was hat trick time with Are You Talkin' in 159 and 1. And the other driver to get 3 on Wednesday at Buffalo Raceway was Dave McKnight. He gets his first win in race 3 with Ashley's Delight in 159 and 2. He then ran race 6 with J.K. Kiss and Tell and 159 and 3. And race 9 here with a Black Diamond in 158 and 4. Better than Cheddar Mare. Next track we'll look at, the Meadows had racing Wednesday and Thursday. A couple series finals we'll look at here. First, we'll look at the Ruby Cook Memorial Final, race 1 on Wednesday. $19,500 in the purse for a field of 5. This is for 3-year-old pacing fillies, non-winners of 3 or 30,000. It looks like leading into March. We'll take a look and see who wins this one.
Hanover. On the outside is Birdie Said, the inside trip for Paper Heart. They went 3/4 and 125 and 2, and it's Sonador with the lead, but Pit Boss Hanover is closing on the outside. Muse LaRouge a close third. Birdie Said swings 3 wide. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. It's Sonador with the lead. Birdie Said charging on the outside. Muse LaRouge in the passing lane. Pit Boss Hanover between horses through the stretch. It's Sonadora on the inside. Muse LaRouge, Birdie Said, Sonadora. Mile 154 and 2.
Yeah, big win there by Sonadora and Brady Brown at 8-1 in 154 and 2. Like you hear, there's also the Fillies and Mares Open Pace Race 10, 19,200 up for grabs in a field of 6 pacers. It was handily won here by Marlo Hanover and Dave Pallone. They go in 151 and 1. The next one, Lidio was 3/5 of a second later finishing, but let's see how it ends.
Three and 3 around the final turn. Marlo Hanover tries to step away from Lideo. Third on the outside is Be My Rose. Always going to be You is fourth. Fifth on the outside is 20 as they reach the top of the stretch and turn for home. Marlo Hanover well in command. Racing second is Lideo. Always going to be You third, but through the stretch, it's all Marlo Hanover to get the win. Time for the mile 151 and 1. 6.
Yeah, and then the other thing that happened on Wednesday at the Meadows, a couple of drivers got multiple wins. Ronnie Wren Jr., who actually has just hit 8,000 wins in his career, picked up 4 of them on Wednesday at the Meadows. The 4th win here with Stay Pumped in the 11th race. They go 154 and 3. Congratulations to Ronnie Wren Jr. on the big milestone there. And then another driver, Jeremy Indoff, picked up 3 wins on Wednesday. He gets his first win in race 3 with Rockabye Fashion in 157 and 2. He'd also win race 7 with Sportsbrook Hanover in 154 and 3. And he ends his day in race 12 with Connects Benedict in 158 and 2. On to Thursday at the Meadows, they had the Margaret Provost Memorial Final in the first race. This was for 3-year-old trotting fillies, non-winners of 3 or 30,000 lifetime. Field of, a pretty big field here of 7. Sorry, my bad, 7. Can't do basic math. We'll pick this up down the backstretch and see who wins it.
Quarter is 127 and 1. Around the final turn, it's Chow Time with the lead. Racing second is Whiskey My Way, Faith Step. Starting to gain ground on the outside third. Fourth is Daylight's Daughter. ABC Let Me Be is fifth. Top of the stretch, they turn for home. Chow Time turns first. Waiting for the passing lane. Here comes Whiskey My Way. Faith Step on the outside. Daylight's Daughter's closing through the stretch. On the inside, Chow Time trying to hang on. Outside, Faith Step wins the series final in 156.
Yeah, big win there by Faith Step in 156 at 55-1. Ridge Warren in the bike for that one. Yeah, big win there by the 3-year-old filly by Fordham Road. Well, also on Thursday, Dave Pallone gets a hat trick at the Meadows. First win is race 5 with Hoping for the Crown in 158 and 4. He'd also win race 6 with Think of Galaxies in 151 and 1, and then race 10 with Green Magic in 156 and 2. And then Who's Your Park? This is the last track we'll look at that had multiple days of racing. Everything else after this just had racing last night. Who's Your Park had Wednesday and Thursday racing. On Wednesday, one driver gets a hat trick, and that's Joey Putnam. He gets his first win in race 4 with Fashion Baby at 41-1 in 158 flat. Big win there. And then you get his second win, race 11 with Jammin' Jammin'. In race 11, he would get his hat trick and win with Lose Raptor at 9-1 in 157-1. Excuse me there. I think I'm getting sick again. I can't seem to get over this cold, and it's raining. Oh, good. Can't have one nice day here. On to Thursday at Hoosier Park. 3 drivers got hat tricks. The first one was Kyle Wilfong. He wins race 2 with Shockwave in 152-3, and then you'd also win races 11 and 12. Race 12 here is the replay you're seeing at with Northern Lucky Girl in 154-3. He did win one race prior with Bicorn Hanover in 152-3 as well. Another driver to get a hat trick was John DeLong. He gets his first win in race 3 with Honey So Sweet at 10-1 in 155 flat. He would also win races 13 and 14. Race 13 with the favorite Comaneci in 153-4, and then 12-1 upset Silver Shoe Haley in the 14th here. 12-1, wow, 155-1. And then Atlee Bender is the last driver we'll look at to get a hat trick on yesterday at Hoosier Park. He gets his first one in race 5 with Within the Wild. Wins by a neck in 152-2. He'd also win race 8 with Full Love It. And wins that one in 154 flat. And then race 10 here, he wins with minor upset 3-1, Graceful Lily. And like I said, now all we got left is tracks that only had racing on Thursday. First up, Harris, Philadelphia. Tim Tetrick gets a hat trick. He kicks things off in race 2 with Cleopatra in 154-1, a 5-1 minor upset there. He'd also win race 3 with the favorite Steam Play in 153-2. Race 6, though, Heza Scoundrel wins by neck in 157-3, 67-1 upset there for the 4-year-old gelding by E.L. Titan. And now we got some Canadian tracks. Woodbine Mohawk Park last night. 2 drivers get hat tricks. First one we'll look at is Louis-Philippe Roy. He gets his first win of the night in race 3 with Fala in 156-3. He'd also win race 4 at 12-1 with Moose Cone in 154-1. And then he would win race 5 with All Right in 153-4. So he wins 3 straight races there, Louis-Philippe Roy. And don't forget, I'll have my picks and analysis for Woodbine Mohawk Park tomorrow, Saturday. But today I have Century Downs and Fraser Downs. And then James McDonald also gets 3 wins. He gets his first one in race 6 with Blarney Castle in a 157 flat. He'd also win race 7 with Soar Higher in 155-3. He just missed out winning 3 in a row. Well, actually, kind of think he finished last in the race 8. But in race 9, he's back to the winner's circle with Hillbilly Jet here in 154-2. Sticking in Ontario for now, Rideau Carleton Raceway had their first Thursday card of the year. And Pascal Berube gets his hat trick. He gets his first win in race 6 with Getting Messy in 2 minutes and 2 fifths. He'd also win race 8 with Lady Corona in 154-4. And his third win here comes in race 9 with Duke La Victor in 158 flat. Then we'll move on to Flamborough Downs, the last one in Ontario here. One driver gets a hat trick, and that is Scott Coulter. He wins races 3 and 4. Appears being slow here. And he'd also win race 9. He wins race 3 with Dance Machine in 155 flat. He'd also win race 4 with Exactly My Type in 158 and 4. And race 9 here, a minor upset, Hunter Hill in 153 and 4. And then the last thing we'll look at here, Fraser Downs last night, late night racing. They had the Filly Mare Preferred race 6. They go tonight. And again, don't forget to check out my picks and analysis. The link is in the description if you're on Facebook and YouTube. Or if you're on Twitter, visit us at Harness Link. While you're probably watching on Harness Link's social media account, it should be up there, or on my own personal one. Race 6, you have the Filly Mare Preferred, like I said. 10,000, field of 6. Let's see how it ends.
And the trailer, Gin is Better. 3/4 went up in 124 and 1. They're midway on that turn, and in high cotton still leads it over Gracie. 2 lengths back, Western Summit. Pirate Booty is tipped to the outside. They're off the turn into the stretch, and it's in high cotton with the lead. Gracie now dips to the passing lane, but is making no impression. In high cotton, 4 in a row for in high cotton. She'll win it by 2.5. Gracie second, Pirate Booty third in 153 flat.
Yeah, 153 flat for in high cotton with Kelly Hort, and that actually would be his 3rd win on the day. He'd also win races 3 and 5. Scott Knight would also, he'd get a grand slam actually. His last win comes in the last race of the day with Custard or Nothing in 158 and 2 here. He'd also win, this would actually be 3 in a row. He'd win races 8 and 9 as well. Be on the Hunt in race 8. Shale Storm in race 9. If you had the Scott Knight late pick 3 here, $29.75 on a $1 play. So that's everything I have for you today. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, whatever, all the wonderful things you do on social media. If you're on Twitter, like and share. If you're on Facebook, like, share, comment. YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, I think that's all you can do. We'll be back on Tuesday as I recap all the action from over the weekend and preview some things coming up next week. What else we got going on? The Harness News Update, picks and analysis. Like I said, Century Downs and Fraser double Friday feature today. Woodbine Mohawk Park tomorrow, Sunday off, and I'll probably be back-to-back American tracks with Yonkers and Oak Grove next week. Make sure to follow everything going on at harnesslink.com, HarnessLink on Twitter, HarnessLink on Facebook. Like, subscribe, share. Again, all the wonderful things you can do there. All the great work going on from everybody across North America and Australia and New Zealand. And we'll be here live and they're a presenting sponsor, harnesslink.com, because they're the only harness racing website truly dedicated to covering news and events in the harness racing industry worldwide. We're also sponsored by HarnessBid. It's a game changer, just like this show. 0 commission, so check it out. And thank you again to our friends at the USTA. And make sure too, if you're following us on Twitter, I've been doing some quick hits throughout the week, so make sure to follow harnesslink.com on Twitter as well, so you don't miss out on any of those. Kind of just same thing here, just 5-10 minute what's going on for the day. Not every day, once in a while, just to keep everyone up to date. Until next time, see ya. Bye-bye.